So, shush beeper, you fool! Right, you ready? Just lob it in the air, and it will crash to the ground. Let's try that again. On a really calm day, you could just lob it in the air, and it will just carry on flying. Friends, and welcome to Tech Wednesday, and today I'm reviewing the most awesome Syma X5C drone. First things first, this drone is very cheap, and you can find links in the description below. I think at the moment you can get it on Amazon for about £40. I got this one for £45. These batteries here are additional with a little charger there. I'll put a link below to that as well. You can get these batteries on Amazon, and that gives you tons more flight time. Again, these are very cheap as well. Firstly, let's start by taking a quick look at the drone. So this is the drone itself. It's very durable. I've crashed this a lot of times. It comes with spare propellers and these propellers. These are the crash guards here. You can take these off. This is obviously your camera here. This shoots in 720p. So you do get good footage, but it's not going to be amazing footage. This camera is also detachable. But saying that, it does shoot 1280 at 720p at 30 frames per second. It's HD, but it's not the best HD you'll see. I'll give you some examples of that in a minute. Okay, and the micro SD card just slots in there. Get yourself a micro SD card. It comes with one as well. There's your battery compartment right there. And as I said before, and that's your on switch there as well. And as I said before, that camera is detachable, and you can mod it as well. There's mods on YouTube. See, it points down, it points downwards ever so slightly there, but you can get it to be more parallel. But what it is, and the price of what it is, it's a very durable little drone. I have crashed this drone so many times, you will not believe it, and it's still absolutely fine. And I've never had to change the propellers once. Even if I did crash it, it's a £40 drone. Let's have a quick look at the controller as well. I'm just going to switch that on. You can see it's, there's the flashing lights, and you need to sync it up with the controller. There she is there, that's the controller itself. Very clunky, plasticky thing, but again, it's a £40 drone. It reminds me of those like old radio control car controllers you'd get in the 80s. Okay, so I've just switched it on. I don't know why I've done that. I shouldn't do that because it's something bad's gonna go wrong. Okay, so to literally sync the drone with your controller, you literally just push up and then down, and that's now synced. You see the lights have stopped flashing. Now if I was to push on the throttle here, she would take off. Okay, the more throttle, obviously the higher it goes. And this over here is your direction. Okay, so she can spin on an axis which goes forward, backwards, sideways, you know, that type of drone type stuff. Another thing, there's two modes. There's mode 1, mode 2. Mode 1 is mostly used for inside flying, indoor flying for like tight control. Mode 2 is used for outside flying, and you get some real speed. And to access that, what you do is you, let me just remember this quickly, you push right on this button here, hold it like that, push up, there you go, bam, you're in mode 2. If you want to go back to mode 1, it's just the other way, boom, sorted. You have this kind of like LCD screen here. I think it has battery life, etc. on it. I don't really pay much attention to that because I'm obviously looking at the drone. There's all sorts of little things going on there. Hold on one sec. Oh, okay, so it's like the throttle, etc. What does this do? Would it? Oh yeah, there you go. It tells you direction as well. That's pretty cool actually. I've never really paid that much attention to that. The controller itself takes 4 AA batteries. They've lasted forever. I haven't had to change them yet. Now this drone flies so easily. It doesn't matter if you've never used a drone before. It's just a joy. It's an absolute joy to fly. It really is. Doesn't like wind. Really doesn't like wind, but then again, what drone does like wind? I think that if you get a little better at controlling it, like I have, you can kind of like anticipate wind and you understand how to fly against it, or fly with it even. I'm going to take her out now, get some test footage, have a look at stuff, get some footage of this camera as well. Okay, we are on location. Yeah, there's a bit of a wind, I'd say about southeasterly at 12. I haven't got a clue what I'm talking about. I'm just going to do a quick safety check to make sure there's no people around. Yeah, no, it's completely safe. In all honesty, it's quite windy out here, it's quite blustery. So I'm going to turn on the drone, I'm going to turn on the controller, Let's get it in mode. Oh no, let's just turn it off now for example purposes. Right, you can see the green light under there, yeah? Very, very clear. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pull down on the, oh no, I'm going to calibrate first. Ow! So I've gone up, down on the throttle, so it's now calibrated. Now I'm literally on this trim button right here. If I push that down, in theory, there you go, there's a little red light there. So that now means that the Syma X5C is recording and it's flashing away. Very damp out here, so it is. You see it there, all right, hold on. Okay, she's off. She is off. Okay, let's fly down. So easy to control. It really is. Okay, let's get it to fly in front of you guys. Said before, she doesn't really like the wind. That's all right. Whoa. It's just so easy to fly. So easy to fly. And from down below I can really see that button flashing, sorry, that red light flashing, meaning it's recorded. I can also take still photos while I'm up there as well. These spare batteries I was speaking about earlier, I so recommend them. Again, there's a link below to these. These are brilliant. Nearly had ya. Drone does stunts and things as well with these buttons over here, and it goes flips all over the place like an airborne ninja, but I'm not really into all that. But the versatility of it's handy as well, so if you're falling and you're crashing, you can just literally hit the throttle. It doesn't really matter what way it's going, it will turn itself back up the other way and go again. I'll give you an example of that. I'll just lob it in the air, yeah? So, shush beeper, you fool! Right, you ready? Just lob it in the air and it will crash to the ground. Let's try that again. On a really calm day, you could just lob it in the air and it will just carry on flying. Now she's jumping around and jerking a lot in the sky there, and that's because of the wind. Every now and again a little gust to come and just whop her out of sync. That's why it jumps around. On a clearer day with less wind, it's the footage is a lot more stable. It's another thing to talk about quickly. When the battery starts going, it doesn't drop out of the air. You'll just get a decreased throttle and it'll just slowly start moving down. You'll be able to tell quite easily. Basically, it just slowly loses power rather than just cutting out. So there you go, my friends, the Syma X5C, very quick introduction video. Very simple to use. Again, in the danger of repeating myself too much, it is very cheap. Cheap and cheerful, a great beginner's drone and an amazing introduction to the hobby. £40, link below. See you in the next video, guys.